All right, Bitcoin holders, welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin. So today, yes, I do want to talk more about Bitcoin, give you guys an update. What is exactly happening right now for Bitcoin? There is, in fact, a fair few charts that I do want to show you guys indicating, okay, and just clearly showing us that Bitcoin, okay, is going to continue to go much, much higher. If you guys have been watching my videos for the past few days and weeks even, okay, I've been telling you guys many, many times. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just don't want you guys to get shaken out. Okay, this is not the time, okay, to get shaken out, guys. This is not the time to be selling. Okay, this is the time to simply, buy more, right? Accumulate more if you can, and of course to hold your positions. Okay, I really do believe this is not the cycle top. Okay, I don't think 126k for Bitcoin is the top. I think we will see Bitcoin continuing to go much, much higher. Okay, so there is in fact some charts that I do want to show you guys. So let's get into it, guys. But looking at the Bitcoin price today, it is having a little recovery. Okay, nothing too crazy though. Okay, but yeah, Bitcoin. Okay, earlier today did reach back up to $104,000, 104. Okay, 1,600. So earlier today, it was looking pretty good for Bitcoin. Now it's currently just below $103,000. So having this little correction right now, but yeah, Bitcoin. Okay, is now back above 100k at least. Okay, yesterday we did in fact see Bitcoin going as low as 98k, and it did break below $100,000. And we know Bitcoin has been trading above 100k for, I believe, almost, when was this actually? Let's have a look here. Let's go to the daily time frame. So this was back in June. So the last time, okay, we saw Bitcoin, okay, breaking below 100k was back in June. So a couple months back, okay, so that's like a couple of days, okay, a couple of weeks. I believe that's like over 100 days, okay, that Bitcoin has been trading above 100k. Okay, you guys clearly see that, but yeah, just yesterday it did in fact break below 100k. Okay, so that happened, but it's great to see Bitcoin recovering back up to $100,000. But we all know, guys, this is not going to matter. And the reason why I say that is because we know sometime next year in 2026, we're going to see Bitcoin going back down to below 100k, right? It's going to go to 98k, right? Then 90k, okay, 80k, 70k, and lower, right? Because we're going to be entering a bear market. Okay, I do believe next year, 2026, yes, we're going to see some type of bear market happening for Bitcoin and crypto. So yeah, in general, okay, as of right now, it's great to see Bitcoin, okay, trading above $100,000. Altcoins today are looking a little bit more better compared to yesterday. Okay, we are in fact seeing some greens, but majority of alts today, for the past 24 hours, some are still in the reds. And yeah, if you're looking at the 7 days, okay, for the week, yeah, a lot of alts are still down over 10%, some even down 20%, guys. Okay, like Bitcoin has been dropping, but man, altcoins have been taking a bigger hit. But yeah, altcoins today, like I said, okay, some are slightly, recovering, okay, but you guys can clearly see some altcoins are still not recovering and are still in the reds, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a pretty weird feeling, okay, this cycle, especially with altcoins, okay, with like, honestly, we haven't seen alt season happening yet, okay, which is quite crazy to, think about. It is, different, right? But altcoins, okay, altcoin season can still happen, guys. Okay, usually alt season, can happen usually towards the end of every bull cycle. Okay, we do see altcoins skyrocketing. So we can see that happening, okay? The very last moment for this cycle, right? This bull cycle where we see altcoins going absolutely parabolic. Okay, that can happen, guys. Okay, I don't see how, that won't happen because it's going to be insane to see no altcoin season during a bull market. Like that's going to be insane, guys. Like honestly, that has never happened. Okay, we saw an amazing altcoin season back in the last cycle, the last bull cycle in 2021, even in 2017, right? It was amazing. Okay, altcoins went absolutely crazy. Okay, as we all know, but this cycle, man, alts, I must say, haven't really been moving. Yes, we saw Ethereum reaching a new high of like 4.9k. We even saw, XRP reaching a new high. We saw Solana even reaching a new high, right? But nothing too crazy, nothing too major. Okay, so that's why I have, some weird feelings about alts this cycle. Okay, and I showed you guys a chart a couple of days ago, and it was a chart comparing Bitcoin with altcoins. Okay, and Bitcoin has clearly outperformed alts, right? This bull cycle. So this is what I was telling you guys. It's good to hold Bitcoin as well, because I know a lot of you guys, okay, in the crypto space, okay, your crypto portfolios are mainly holding altcoins. Like your percentage is mainly holding altcoins, and you guys probably don't even hold any Bitcoin. Okay, but I think a healthy crypto portfolio is holding majority of Bitcoin and then some altcoins. I feel like 70% in Bitcoin and then the other 30% is just in altcoins. I feel like that is a very, very healthy, crypto portfolio. Just my personal opinion. Okay, and I feel like this is a good lesson, right? Because like I said, this cycle, Bitcoin has outperformed alts, right? So that is that. But the Bitcoin monthly returns, okay, we are still down, guys, of course. Okay, Bitcoin is still down almost 6%, 5.9%. Okay, nothing too crazy, right? We are still not even a week into this month yet of November. So it's too, early to make these calls. But like I said, guys, I still believe we can see a beautiful recovery happening for Bitcoin, okay, this month in November. We know November is a very, very bullish month for Bitcoin, okay? Remember, guys, in 2024, it wasn't a great start, okay, for Bitcoin. For November of 2024, just last year, it wasn't a great start for, November. And then towards the end, it started to go crazy. It went parabolic. And then Bitcoin ended off that month in the greens at 37%, just over 30%. Okay, so absolutely amazing to see. And, this time around, the exact same thing can happen as well, right? Now, looking at the Fingrid Index, okay, I've been showing you guys this for the past few days. And you have to clearly see the sentiment hasn't really been changing. Like, yesterday we saw it at extreme fear at 23. Even the day before, we saw it at extreme fear as well, I believe at 21. But today, okay, it's now in fear. It's going back up a little bit. It's at 27 right now, but we're still in fear mode, guys. Like, there is still fear, in the markets, right? So the sentiment hasn't really been changing, okay? But you guys need to understand, when there is fear in the market, this is the best time to accumulate. When others are fearful, this is the best time to be greedy, okay, and to load up. While others are panic selling, we got to panic buy. This is the best time to buy, guys, okay, when there is fear in the markets, right? So this chart pretty much just explains it, okay, that, pretty much this is pretty much the best time to buy when there is fear in the market. Okay, this is actually amazing. I love this chart, right? And it just clearly shows you guys, okay, every single time, okay, when we did in fact see Bitcoin having these, corrections, okay, during the past few years, throughout 2023, 2024 to even this year in 2025, every single time we had these corrections, we saw the Fingrid Index in extreme fear, right? There was a lot of fear. Okay, but of course, right after what happened, Bitcoin skyrocketed. Okay, it recovered, right, and it just went higher, right? It continued to go much, much higher, right? You have to clearly see that. So Bitcoin has been forming this beautiful uptrend ever since, literally the beginning of 2023 to where we are right now. Okay, it's been forming this beautiful uptrend, and it will continue to go much, much higher. I really do believe it will continue to go much, much higher. I told you guys many times. Personally, I do believe we're going to see a final leg up happening for Bitcoin, okay? And that's when we will see Bitcoin reaching new all-time highs. Like I said many times, I don't think 126 is the top. I think we will continue, this uptrend much, much higher. And yeah, I do believe this is going to be the final leg up. And then eventually, of course, we're going to break this down. We're going to break this uptrend, and then Bitcoin's just going to go down. Because like I said, okay, next year, 2026, we're going to be entering a bear market, right? It's going to happen. I do believe next year we're going to see some type of bear market happening, right? Bitcoin's going to drop, alts are going to drop, okay, and other asset classes out there are going to drop as well, okay? So that is that, guys, okay? So very, very interesting to see, right? A lot of people think it's over for Bitcoin, but it is not, okay? It is not. We're just seeing a little retest, okay? We're just, honestly, we really are just seeing a little retest happening right now for Bitcoin. Okay, we have seen this many times in the past, right? Yes, clearly see. So there is nothing to be fearful about, guys, okay, at all. Now, moving on, okay, getting into this. So Bitcoin is back above the $103,000 level. This is a key level for Bitcoin to hold. Otherwise, there will be another low. I still don't feel confident about this rally and think that Bitcoin could fill the CME gap, okay, at the 92K level. So yeah, we can potentially see Bitcoin going back down below 100K. That is very possible. So not too far from that, okay? But Bitcoin is now back above 100K. So maybe 98K was the bottom, okay, was the retest, okay, of this bottom. And it will continue to go much higher. We'll have to see, guys, okay? But maybe we will fill this CME gap at the 92K level. We will have to see. Okay, we'll have to see. But either way, no matter where Bitcoin is heading in the next upcoming few days, I really do believe 126 is not the top, and it's going to continue to go much higher, right? This uptrend that we have been seeing for Bitcoin will continue. Like I said many times, I truly do believe in that, right? I do believe we're going to see a funnel leg up. So this person says, I hope you all get it now. And this Bitcoin dip is just another good entry for you. It's not even the biggest dip in the past 12 months, which is true. Load your bag, stop fighting around, and just know we are going higher. And I agree with him. Okay, I truly do believe Bitcoin is ready to go much higher. Okay, I know a lot of you guys may think, it's not. Okay, Bitcoin, this is the end, okay, of the cycle. That's what a lot of people are suggesting here and, predicting. But like I said, going back to this chart, okay, that's what a lot of people were in fact saying in the past. Okay, a lot of people were in fact saying that in the past, and the Think Greed Index was in extreme fear when we saw these corrections. Okay, even at one point, for the past few months, Bitcoin was struggling to reach 100K. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Bitcoin was struggling to reach 100K, even, breaking its all-time highs, okay, of 69K. It was really struggling, right? Until early of 2024, it finally reached a new all-time high of like 70K, and it just went to like 71K and so on and so on and so on. So understand, guys, Bitcoin's going much higher. Okay, it's going to be going much higher. I do believe we're going to see a final leg up happening for Bitcoin. Okay, so again, okay, it really is this simple, and it is, right? We saw Bitcoin going from 25K to 50K to 75K, and then it was struggling to reach 100K, like I said, right? It really was struggling to reach 100K, but it finally reached 100K, and it was amazing. And yeah, from there on, Bitcoin just continued to go much higher to 110, to 120, to 126, okay, that we just saw a couple weeks ago. And yeah, I do believe, it's going to continue to go much higher. I truly do believe in that, guys. Like, hey, I don't think the cycle top is in yet for Bitcoin, and I do believe it will continue much higher. So this is actually pretty interesting. It's coming from Ash Crypto. Bitcoin just retested its weekly RSI support. Last 3 times it happened, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high. Okay, so usually when we do in fact see this happening, okay, when we do in fact see Bitcoin, reaching, okay, back down to its weekly RSI support level, it reaches a new all-time high right after that. So will history, repeat itself? I don't think history does, 100% repeat itself, but it does rhyme in a way. Okay, it really does, guys. So yeah, this is also another signal, okay, that we could potentially see Bitcoin going much higher. Okay, so be ready for that, Bitcoin holders. Okay, it's gonna happen. But yeah, this time it's different. Okay, that's what a lot of people were in fact saying in the past as well when we saw these corrections. Okay, but Bitcoin continued to go much higher, and I feel like that's exactly what's happening right now for Bitcoin. People are saying, this time is going to be different, right? But I don't think it is. Okay, I think we will see Bitcoin having a beautiful bounce back up to its previous highs of 126. And guess what? It's not going to stop there. It's going to continue to go much higher. As I told you guys many times, I do believe Bitcoin will be reaching 130 to 135 to 140 to 150. I think that is very possible. So Bitcoin holders, be prepared for that. New all-time highs are coming. I do believe, like I said many times, a final leg up is coming for Bitcoin. So be ready for that, guys. Okay. Now, this is the last thing that I do want to show you guys today. So this is actually very, very bullish, okay, and interesting to see, right? So addresses accumulating Bitcoin just hit record levels, over 375,000 Bitcoin scooped up in 30 days, the biggest wave of accumulation ever, guys. So yeah, we know, okay, massive buys, okay, smart money flowing into Bitcoin has in fact been happening, okay, recently. We know that, okay, even though yes, the Bitcoin price has been dropping, yes, there's been some selling as well, but understand, guys, there's been some big buys happening for Bitcoin as well. Just think about that. Okay, over 375,000 Bitcoins scooped up in the last 30 days, guys, in the last month. That is bullish. Okay, so understand these guys that are buying up Bitcoin, loading up on Bitcoin, accumulating as much Bitcoin as they possibly can, right? These Bitcoin whales, understand, I truly do believe they're not just buying Bitcoin, okay, for this cycle, right? They're not saying to themselves, oh, your Bitcoin's going to be going much, much higher, which it is, right? But I don't think these guys that are scooping up, hundreds and thousands of Bitcoins, right? I don't think they're just doing it short term to make a quick buck. I actually do believe they're in it for long term because Bitcoin is a long term play, guys. Okay, now I understand even buying Bitcoin just above 100K, okay, at these 100K levels, it's still a blessing. It's still a gift because we know this digital asset will be worth $1 million and higher. Okay, so it's great to see, you know, Bitcoin World is continuing to buy a bunch of Bitcoin. Okay, this is very, very bullish to see. Okay, it really, really is. So that pretty much is it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will keep you guys up to date on Bitcoin. Okay, but right now, it's still above 100K. Okay, right now it's slightly dropping back down to the downside, just below $103,000. But I will keep you guys up to date. But like I said, I don't think this is the top for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will continue to go much, much higher. I think it will, go back up to its previous size of 126, okay, and continue to go, much, much higher, right? I really, really do believe that will be happening. So Bitcoin holders, be prepared for that. So that being said, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Okay, let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys think the top is in yet for Bitcoin? Right? If you do, let me know. I'd love to know. Or do you guys think Bitcoin will continue to go much, much higher? Do you think a new record high is coming for Bitcoin? Let me know. I'd love to know. Personally, I think it will continue to go higher. Okay, I really, really do, guys. I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong, but I truly do believe 126 is not the top. There is no way 126 is the top. I think it will go much, much higher. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.